which it's been doing that a bit the last few days. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with the internet. It doesn't normally do that, so that's a bit frustrating. I didn't get to finish sharing my goodies, and they're getting better. So the next piece I got is another 50s food cover. This one is gorgeous. I don't know, the last one I got was really huge, and my mother wants me to keep it to gift to my sister because apparently she's been looking for one. But I'm not entirely convinced that my sister will appreciate a vintage one. I don't know. I think I'll have to ask her. This says all handmade, made in, and it's come off, so I don't know. But look at this. And this is what frustrates me. They punch those bloody tags through them, and look at the damage it's done. That really ticks me off. This was in immaculate condition until they did that. I'm so annoyed. I'm going to have to speak to him about it again. This is not much good to anything with those bloody holes punched through it. That's really, really annoying. I'm really ticked off about that. That was in immaculate condition, that piece, before they did that. Oh my, that just grinds my gears, honestly. I've got another tablecloth here. Oh no, I might leave that to the closer to the better stuff. Although I didn't know how good that stuff was. So I'll show you what these tags, see, you know, these nylon, they punch those through all the textiles and it damages them, and it really ticks me off. And I've spoken to him about it previously. I didn't open this one. A huge piece of bark just fell out of the tree next to me. Didn't open this one. I didn't open most of them when I picked them up. Some of them I did, but most of them I just picked up. And I'm really happy with this one. It's a tea towel. It looks like it's never been used. And it's got, this one's got herbs on it. That maidenhair, what they've called maidenhair, looks like parsley to me. I don't know of a herb called maidenhair. What's that one? That one looks like a tarragon. Tarragon? Blackberry. See, blackberry is not a herb, is it? I'll have to look that up. Basil. Loganberry. Oh, there's some age marks on that. I don't think it's ever been used. It feels like it's still got the sizing in it and everything. Basil, lavender. I love lavender. There's a mortar and pestle in the middle there. There's some garlic. It says chives up there. There's some figs. Oh, it says garlic. Thyme down here. My niece, she's funny. She's 20 now, but she still insists that this is pronounced thyme. So we all pronounce it thyme now. So if you hear me say thyme, I actually mean thyme. And then we've got figs down there. So I think that's gorgeous. Don't think it's ever been used. It's in immaculate condition except for a couple of age spots up there. Designed in Australia. And I believe it is linen. Let's see the tag. It's a linen cotton blend, 54% linen. So that's a lovely one. The next one, now as I mentioned earlier, my son has been collecting vintage Australiana linens to frame, to hang in his men's shed. And this one's in immaculate condition again. I don't think it's ever been used. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see this. It was folded. So they fold them in fours and punch the thing through it so you can't open them. So some of them I could, but this one I couldn't. So I didn't know what it was, and I've just opened it up. It's pure linen, designed in Australia. There's still part of the original tag here. But why I said, oh my gosh, apart from the fact it's Australia, it's got the native animals on it. He's going to love this one, I think. It actually says, greetings from Toronto. And Toronto is the suburb right next door to us. So it's one of the suburbs I've grown up in, and I'm really excited about that one. I think he's going to love it. I'm actually getting a bit emotional, which is ridiculous. Blame it on menopause, crying out loud. Blaming everything on that at the moment. I feel like I'm losing my mind some days. Anyway, yeah, I'm stoked with that. I think he's going to love that. I'm really excited to show him that one. I wanted to go to his place on my way home to show him, and he wouldn't answer the phone, which means that he was still asleep. So, because I was in my mother's car, because I don't have a car, she wouldn't let me go and wake him up. This one again, in immaculate condition. I don't think it's ever been used. It is, I'm pretty sure it's cotton. Yes, all cotton. Beautiful. It's got these flowers on it, and it's got Ulladulla, and Ulladulla is right down on the south coast. I've been there. Beautiful Ulladulla. So immaculate condition, beautiful tea towel. I tried to only pick up linen, but some of them I thought, oh gosh, that's just beautiful, so I'm going to have that. So that was one of them. Ulladulla. What's the next one? Again, this one is in very good condition. I don't think it's new condition, but it's in excellent condition. There's a couple of little stains on, hang on, these stupid frickin' tags they put in them. So there's a little mark there. With any luck I can get that out. And there's a couple of little yellowings on June there. And apart from, there's a couple of little bits here on October. But apart from that, I can't see anything. So we've got Australia again, 1980. I actually know someone that was born in 1980. Someone I used to be very close to, but of their choosing, I no longer am. I could have made them a jacket with this. Anyway, we've got the Australian animals and the calendar, and it is in really good condition, to be honest. If I can get those marks out. Did I show you there's one of those bloody tags they put in it? Okay, another tea towel. Again, this one is in, looks like it's in excellent condition. I'm just going to try and pull that tag out so I can open it up. Look, it's still got the glue from the original label on it, so that tells me it hasn't been washed. It does actually feel like it's been washed. It's not as stiff. Down here it says kookaburras, so I saw that. It's another pure linen one. Oh, bloody hell, it's not even in the shot, I'm sorry. So I've got kookaburras down here. It says pure linen. Let's open it up and have a look. It says it's hand printed over here. Oh, look, it is beautiful. Oh, no, you're not going to believe it. It's another one from Toronto, and it's got these two beautiful kookaburras on it. Oh, he's going to love these. I've got no idea why I'm getting so emotional over this. Oh my gosh, that is insane. What's wrong with me? Okay, I've got another one. This one's from Coolangatta, Tweed Heads, Coolangatta. I've been there too. It's up on the Sunshine Coast, I think. It's Sunshine Coast. It's the border. It's the border of New South Wales to Queensland. Tweed Heads, Coolangatta. I think Tweed Heads is New South Wales. It says here on the tea towel. Silly. Tweed Heads is New South Wales and Coolangatta is in Queensland, and you go through this big, it's actually on here. You're on the freeway, you drive through this big arch as you cross the border. So another pair of kookaburras, and again this tea towel is in immaculate condition. I think it's the same tea towel, it's just from Tweed Heads, Coolangatta instead of Toronto, and the Toronto one has a minty green background and this one has a lemon background. How about that? Yeah, wow, same one. How about that? Again, immaculate condition. This next one feels like it's been used, but it looks like it might have been from the 50s or 60s to me. I might be reaching a bit here, but it's made in Ireland, 100% pure Irish linen. I just love it. It's in excellent condition, except for the frickin' holes from those bloody label tab thingies. But look at this, isn't it glorious? I don't have anything like this in this good condition. I've been collecting linen tea towels myself for years, since I was a teenager, and I don't have anything this lovely in my collection to date. Okay, I've got another tea towel. This is a linen cotton blend again, made in Poland. I nearly didn't get this one. I didn't think anyone would like it. I think my son would, actually, but the more I thought about it, I thought I think there'll be more people that will like this one. And this one is Uluru. Immaculate condition. I don't think it's ever been used. It's still got the sizing in it. Hasn't been washed. It does have a bit of a age mark or a rust mark there where it's been folded. And yeah, look at that. Absolutely fabulous. Oh, I'm so excited by these. Honestly, I've come away from this place a couple of times and said I've never had such an amazing stash before, but I don't know if I have. These are fabulous today. Okay, I've got another linen tea towel, and this one's a bit different. I ummed and ahed about this one too, but I think it's I quite like it. It's designed in Australia. I don't know if it's a linen cotton blend. It feels like, yes, it's another linen cotton blend. I can't even say cotton for crying out loud. And this immaculate condition. I don't think it's ever been used. And this one is the early Australian wash day, and we've got them washing. It says the 40 gallon drum. I think they were 44 gallon drums, and is it on here? They actually used to wash in a big copper drum, big copper thing. There's the hand woven laundry basket, and then we've got the spirit or petrol iron, the old washboard. I've got a washboard, but it's not an original one. It's been made, so it's not as good. A charcoal box iron, a iron heating stove, and wooden clothes pegs. That's what we call dolly pegs. The little Marvel washing machine. I don't know if I've ever seen that one. There's some Signal soap, but I'm not familiar with Signal soap either. Kerosene tin washing tub. An early washing machine over here. And the old mangle, the Adelaide mangle. I've seen these before. There's not many around these days. And that one's from Caboolture. And I think from memory that's up in Queensland on the Sunshine Coast too, Caboolture. I've been there. I just can't remember. I've done a lot of travel up and down the east coast. From not North Queensland, sort of semi-North Queensland, to down through Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia. I think that's about all I've done so far. Okay, another tea towel. Now this one again, I nearly left this one because this is a bit of a funny one. It feels like it's never been used. However, it's another Australian souvenir one. I'm pretty sure it's 100% linen. It's got all these beautiful retro Australian animals on it, and the old retro, I think this is possibly 70s, early 80s. I vaguely remember these sort of souvenir things when I was a kid, when we used to travel to Queensland. So it's got the map of Australia and some old, a lot of these aren't here anymore. The big pineapple went for a long time, and I saw recently that there's something there now and they've redone it, so that was exciting. Carnarvon, Geraldton. Newcastle's on there. That doesn't often happen. Sydney, Canberra, Melbourne, Adelaide, the Nullarbor Plain, the Great Australian Bar. Anyway, so this is just Australia, land of sunshine. It's got all the state flags down the bottom. So again, it's pure linen, it says down here. It's in excellent condition. Now the reason why I nearly left it is because someone's sewn it together. But that's going to be easy enough to unpick. So both sides have been stitched together. So that was a bit funny. That one nearly stayed. Okay, next one. Another pure linen tea towel. And this one I actually was able to open when I was there. And I bought this one because it's a local village about half an hour's drive from here. And yeah, this was before I even knew I had the Toronto ones. So this one is Greetings. And I vaguely remember seeing this in, I think it was Grandma's Feather Bed it was called, the teddy bear shop in the main street. I'm sure they used to sell these in the 90s. Or Campbell's Corner. They probably both did. Campbell's Corner did, I think. Greetings from historic Stroud. I'm thinking of Morpeth. Stroud's further up. Geez, I'm a nut bag. I remember seeing these in Stroud when we went to Stroud. Stroud's probably an hour's drive from here, 45 minutes. It's a bit further. And Dad used to take us to Stroud a lot because we used to holiday at Riverwood Downs, and you had to drive through Stroud to get there from where we lived. And we often stopped in Stroud, and Dad would take us. We went a couple of times, and I used to think it was Batty at first when I was a kid. Dad used to take us to the church, and there's a graveyard beside it, and we used to walk through the graveyard and read the headstones, and they were really interesting. I went to the Central Hotel not that long ago for lunch. They did a good lunch. At the time, my stepdaughter, who's no longer my stepdaughter, was upset that day, and a lady came over to me to ask if she could help. And I'm like, oh, no, it's okay, thank you. And the lady was a police officer, so that was interesting. Yet another pure linen tea towel. Again, another one I nearly left there because it didn't look much to me. This was all I could see when I bought it. And I thought it was one. Where I go, there's a lot from the islands, from New Guinea and Tiwi Island. There's a few of the islands. There's a lot of them there. And I thought it was one of them, and I nearly left it, but I went back. It's pure linen. Look at it. It still has its original label on it. And it is glorious. It is the Great Barrier Reef. Isn't it one of the 7 wonders of the world? So I'm so glad I went back to get that. It's absolutely beautiful. The colour of this light blue linen is glorious, very retro. So look at all the fish down the bottom and the coral. Isn't it divine? Can you understand why I was so stoked with this haul today? I'm just overwhelmed. I'm speechless. Again, I didn't go planning on buying much of anything today, but can you now understand why I did? Now this next tea towel, it does feel like it's been used. It's been washed, but it's a little bit faded. But again, it is in excellent condition. It's another pure linen tea towel. And it is Western Australia. Look at the wildflowers. The kangaroo paw, the fringe lily. I love fringe lilies. They're one of my favourites when I go out on the fire truck. If it's the right season, I go looking for them. We get them here sometimes on this side of the continent. I can't read that one. I'm not familiar with that because I'm not from Western Australia. A grevillea, an enamel orchid. I'm not familiar with that either. There's a banksia down there. We've got the ant hills, pearls. Broom's famous for pearls, if you don't know. I don't know. I know they still come out of Broome, but they're not as popular as they were in the 60s and 70s, I believe. Fitzroy Crossing, I've heard of that place. I haven't been to Western Australia yet. I've heard of Fitzroy Crossing and Broome and Derby and Halls Creek. Marble Bar, I've heard of it. I think there's mines at Marble Bar from memory, maybe not. What else? Kimberley Range, I've heard of that. Hammersley, I've heard of that. Whittenham, I've heard of that. Maybe we've got some of the same names in our way. The Royal Flying Doctor Service, I've certainly heard of that. The Gibson Desert, I've heard of that. I remember studying that at school. Large Carnegie? Oh, Lake Carnegie. Meekatharra. Huh, I've heard of Meekatharra. I didn't realise it was spelt that way. Willow, Denmark. Is it Denmark? Carnarvon, Shark Bay. Dick Hartog Island. How about that? Dirk Hartog it would be. It's not Dick, it's Dirk from memory, from school. Leangra, Laverton, Nullarbor Plain. I'll stop reading it all or you'll get sick of me. And then we've got the Kari pine, a native tree. Kurrajong, the black boy. I love the black boys. We've got heaps of those here, and after the fires go through, they regenerate and they're absolutely amazing. The black guy, that looks a bit, I don't know if I'm familiar with those trees. A boab, that's a bottle tree, the boab, I love them. And the mottle gum. So another one, it feels like it's been washed, but it's in excellent condition. I've got another one here, would you believe? I've lost count, I didn't even count them, yeah. So this one feels like a linen cotton blend again. Where's the tag? Must be on the other side. Yeah, linen cotton blend, made in Poland. Now this is, again, I don't think it's ever been used, this one. It's in immaculate condition. Broken Hill. I did spot a couple of age spots on it down the bottom here. Broken Hill, New South Wales, and it's Waltzing Matilda. So there's the swaggy with his swag and his billy boiling over the fire. He's down by the billabong, and there's his cattle dog, a border collie by the looks, and it's got the song on it. Is it a song? It's a rhyme or whatever. There he is. So I thought that was brilliant as well. I think my son might like that one too. Oh. I don't know why I got so emotional about the Toronto ones. Isn't that silly? I've got one left. One last tea towel. I think this is the last one. Again, immaculate condition. I don't think it's ever been used. Now, there was two of these, and I only took one because I thought I was being a bit greedy already, to be honest. But yeah, immaculate condition. This feels like a linen cotton blend again. No, it's 100% cotton. I apologise. This one is Outback Australia. Greetings from Inaminka, Outback, South Australia. And it's a beautiful image. Look at that. Absolutely glorious. Immaculate condition, unused. Right, so that's it for the tea towels, I think. Then there is another retro tablecloth, and I think my son might like this one too. These frickin' tags they put in them, honestly, I think they've damaged this tablecloth too. Fair income. It looks like it's in immaculate condition apart from that. That was that's a bit of elastic. I thought it was ribbon. They had that tied around it. Now, I couldn't open this, so I had an idea of what was on it because I could see the native, that flippin' tag. I'm trying really hard not to say horrible swear words at the moment. Now this feels like it's never been used. It's a tablecloth. Oh my gosh, look at it. It is absolutely divine. A lyrebird, a kookaburra, a bottle brush. There's a crimson rosella down here. Pink heather. Oh my gosh, this is stunning. I think this one's going to go straight into my collection. It's never been used. Kangaroo paw. That's the one I couldn't pronounce that was in the Western Australia one. Leschenultia. I don't know how to pronounce that. I haven't heard of it. Scarlet robin down here. I've got to try and make sure I've got you in the shot. Scarlet robin. There's a lilac hibiscus down here. A straw-necked ibis. Birds and flora of Australia, it says down here. Oh, this is absolutely divine, guys. I don't know how to explain. It's immaculate. Look at this. Look at it. It's absolutely immaculate. Oh, wow. These are the stuff of dreams, honestly. I've dreamt of getting my hands on vintage linens like this since I was a teenager. I'm just gobsmacked. I can't. Wow. I'm a bit overwhelmed, guys. I can't find if this is linen or cotton. It feels like linen. It looks like linen, but it's also got a sheen to it. So it's also got, I don't know how, it's really hard to show you. It's got the kookaburra, flannel flower, waratah, the pink heather, the blue gum, the crimson rosella, and that's only half of it, and there's more. Cassowary, white-tailed kingfisher, wampu pigeon, the Cooktown orchid, the spoonbill crane, the golden bowerbird. Oh, look at that, there's a fringe lily. Red flowering gum, the blue wren. Oh, it is just absolutely divine. I'm in heaven, guys. I think if I died today, I would die a very happy person. Isn't that silly that these linens have made me happy? That's a bit, what's the word? Shallow, isn't it? Okay, there's still more to come, guys. I think I'm going to have to move some of this out of the way because there's a great big pile, just two big piles in front of me, and I've still got a few things to show you that I'm quite excited about. I just had to take another drink. I'm getting really thirsty. It was already 26 degrees here at 9 o'clock this morning. It's supposed to reach about 32. So it's going to get quite warm today. I'm just folding these tea towels, guys, so they're not all scrunched up as I relocate them because they're too precious for scrunching. This is horrible. I want to keep so many of these, but I can't. I've got bills to pay. Oh, they're beautiful. Okay, let's get some of these down here. I still don't know where that second pack went. I swear I had two. That's bizarre. You know, the vintage fabric pieces that had the... Oh, it was in the last video. I got cut off, so if you don't know what I'm talking about. I opened a bag of vintage textiles and I thought I had two bags, but I can only now find one. And I'm sure I pulled two out of the bag as I sat here setting it all up. So I'm losing my mind, I swear. It's the neighbours. They come in and out 100 times a day, mate. You should be used to that car. It's the same car. It's the same neighbours. That's one of their newer... Oh no. Well, that's his hood. He's smashed up all the front of it. Don't know what happened there. Okay. Okay. Oh, they're lovely, aren't they? Oh my goodness me. I'm sorry about that. Just Not much I can do about it though, I'm sorry. Okay, the next lovely treasure I have. This is one of the reasons I'm moving, guys. Is this absolutely glorious vintage apron. Look at it. It appears to be unused. It's in immaculate condition. I can't see a mark, a stain or anything on it. And it's got this beautiful cotton, like lawn. Is it French lawn? Like lawn? Is that what that fabric is? It's beautiful. Okay, next one. I'll try and talk over that noise next door because that's horrible. I'm so close to finishing, guys, and I'd love you to see it, but I don't want you to hear what's going on. Now I've got another beautiful vintage apron, and I thought this one was in immaculate condition too, but I just see a section where the binding's pulled away. Look at this. My heart is aflutter. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh. I love it. 2 of my favourite colours in one piece. Okay, there's more, guys. I've got another vintage apron here. This one feels a little bit like it could be feed sack, but I don't think it is. I think it's just cotton. It looks and feels a lot like feed sack though. And again, I don't think it's ever been worn. It's in immaculate condition. It's got some, I was going to say it's got some yellowing, but it's just the colour of the fabric. Look at this. It's immaculate. I think they may have just smashed that ute. That's why they're yelling. I just noticed it come in all smashed. Oh, that's no good, is it? Goodness me, the whole front end's all smashed in. So look, this is immaculate. I don't think it's ever been worn. It's glorious. This would have to be from the 50s, I reckon. It'd have to be. Okay, it gets better. I think I've got 3 things left, unless I find that bag of fabric. And I think they're getting better as I'm getting closer to the end. Now, I found another chicken scratch apron, but I'm gonna have to keep this one because it is absolutely glorious. I thought the one with the purple flowers on was glorious, but this has got a couple of stains on it. I'm very hesitant to soak these colours because the colours will run. They often run. But have a look at this. It is absolutely chicken scratch. And it's magpies, Australian magpies. It is absolutely glorious. I don't know if I've seen anything else so fabulous in my life. Well, I have, because I've been seeing it all day, haven't I? It's beautiful. It's got, look at the pocket. Look at the work on it. And I don't know, they haven't done it on there. It's got rick-rack edging. But look at those magpies. They are absolutely glorious. I am just in heaven. Look. I can't believe it. I love them. And as I say that, the magpies start warbling. How cool is that? It's exciting. Okay, the next one. Now this next one, I think they're doing their own panel beating by the sounds of it. I'm trying to be quiet so they don't hear me because I'm sitting out the front all exposed. Now, this next piece, these next 2 are 2 things that I've wanted since I was a kid, a little kid. And I'm sure my cousin had one of these. Someone I knew in the 80s, in the early 80s, had one of these in their home, I'm sure of it. I don't think it was this big. And for years, I kept saying, oh, I want one of those. I have to have one. I love it. You know how when you're a kid, well, I did when I was a kid, my friends or my cousins would have things and I just had to have them, you know. And this one came up today and I didn't hesitate. I didn't know how much it was and I thought, I'm getting it. I don't care. It is a velvet tapestry. Look at it. I'm getting all emotional again. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional today. Oh my gosh. Look where it's faded. It's beautiful. I'd say that was potentially black. Maybe. Hopefully that will settle down while I finish this. It's actually, look at that. It is glorious. I'm so in love with this. I don't think I'll be able to take it with me when I go, but it is in excellent condition. It's only got that fading on the fringing, and I saw a stain. There's a little stain there, and one there, and that's all I can see. And I love it so much. It's absolutely beautiful. I can't believe I've gotten one. Oh, crikey. Okay, I've got one last thing to show you. And again, something I've wanted since I was a kid. And another piece that I didn't even care how much it was, I just picked it up. And I just can't believe I got these. And I'm getting all emotional again. My goodness, what is wrong with me? Fair income. I don't know where to start with this because it's just... I'm just realising now that there's actually more here than I realised there was. I don't think it actually all matches. It's not the same design, however, it works. I will show you in a minute. I'm just trying to put it together so I can show you. And honestly, I didn't even go through this before I bought it. I just picked it up and said, that's mine, I'm having it. I don't care how much it is. I don't care what's in it. It's mine. And it's another piece or set that I'm getting a bit emotional about. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, you ready? These beaded placemats. And I can't remember if these were from the 60s or 70s. But I remember seeing, I don't think I've ever seen this many pieces like this in one place. And if I have, it would have been in a vintage store and way beyond my price range. But there's two. But wait, there's more. There's three. They're sticky. They don't feel, they're sort of sticky and oily. They don't feel very clean. And they've got this odour that's actually, oh my God, it takes me back to my childhood. That's insane. It's like a sort of toxic plastic smell. Probably is toxic. But wait, there's more. What do we got? 3, 4. That one's bigger. That must be the centre, table centre, because it's bigger. So there's 3 of those and 1 of those. Oh my gosh, I'm in heaven. 4. And again, as I just said, I couldn't go through this in the shop. It's all sealed up. You can sort of see the bag, what's in the bag, but you can't open it up and go through it and see what's actually in there. So when I just opened this up earlier, wow. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the centre. 6. So it's a full set. But wait. There's a piece missing, but I've got 1 coaster, 2 coasters, 3, 4, 5. Unfortunately, there's 1 missing, but that's a pretty good bloody set, if I do say so. But wait, there's more. I'm getting all emotional again. I assume this is a napkin holder. It is absolutely fabulous. Imagine a magazine rack. I am so in love with this. But wait, I think this is one of my favourites of all of them. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? I'm just overwhelmed. I feel like I've won lotto. I feel like, I don't know, I've had a good day. Yeah, I just can't believe what I've come home with today. Now the hard part is going to be on selling so I can pay my bills. That's going to be the hardest part. I think these two pieces, I don't think I can let go. This set and this velvet, not yet anyway. And I'd really love to take that to interstate with me when I go. I love it. I hope my daughter loves it just as much, because I'll be moving in with her and her fiance. And she's right into mid-century kitschy stuff at the moment, so hopefully she will. But oh my gosh, guys, I'm so overwhelmed today, and the spirits of the vintage goods were on my side today, that's for sure. I mean, they often are, but I don't even know what, I don't know. They often are, but this has been an exceptional day today, and I'm just stoked. And I hope you've enjoyed my little vintage haul. I've had two today because the first one cut out. So if you're watching this one, this is part 2. I was going to apologise for getting emotional, but I'm not going to apologise. Why should I apologise? I've got to stop apologising for being myself. We all do, really. I watched Dr. Jane Goodall and her, I don't know what you'd call it. It wasn't really a speech. If you haven't seen it, go and look for it. She was on The Living Planet, I think it is. The Living Planet recorded her recently, I believe, because she's speaking in this video as if she's already passed away. So she knew she didn't have much time. And Dr. Jane Goodall's speaking about how we've all been put on earth for a purpose, and we should find our purpose, and if we haven't found our purpose yet, that's okay. We will. And she goes on to say how valuable we all are as individual human beings, and she's right, but you don't hear it said anymore, do you? So it goes for about 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, but I highly recommend you go and watch it if you haven't. It's amazing. It's emotional. Well, I got emotional, but again, it's probably just hormones at the moment. And it was uplifting. I felt good. I was sobbing, but I felt good about myself and about humankind after hearing her speak. But anyway, I'll end it there, and thank you all so much again for joining me for this impromptu vintage haul, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all here again soon. Thanks, guys. Hooray.